and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. As you can see, I'm filming in a really different location today and I'm sorry if it echoes, but I want to start to film my wardrobe decluttering series. Today we will be starting with my jackets and coats. Also, I do have all of my blazers in this category right now. Typically when I dress up, outerwear is what I think about the last before heading out of the door. However, I wanted to start with this category because spring is just behind the corner and I will need to switch from heavier jackets and coats to lighter ones. Because of that also I want to start from the heavier ones that I have been wearing recently. I do have quite a few jackets and coats and I was embarrassed and also shocked about the amount I have. I do have 28 pieces. This has everything from really lightweight jackets to winter coats and jackets, and I do live in a climate where there is 4 seasons. So because of that I of course need to have more jackets than someone who lives somewhere where it's basically always summer. But yeah, this is just too many. A lot of these things I have accumulated within years. Some of them I have already decluttered from my closet, but then I have put it into storage and I still have it around. Maybe I tried to sell it at the thrift store but wasn't able to. Hi, it is Editing Katarina here. When I edited this video and saw these jackets and coats on myself, I changed my mind about a couple of them, but I will talk about those later once we get to them. Okay, so I took the camera a little bit back and came a little bit closer because I do have a mirror right now here, so that if I need to try something on, I can do it. First is this parka. This is from H&M. Now, I used to work for H&M for years, still do occasionally, but it's not my main job anymore. I had to pause here because I want to emphasize that I'm not by any means advertising the company. If I'm completely honest, I don't even want to talk about my job, but if I'm going to talk about my wardrobe, my style journey and clothes, I can't really hide my job. Because in the past, when it was my main job, I was tempted to buy way more clothing what I needed, and because of that I do have a lot of H&M clothes. And if I say that I bought something from my old store, it means before 2020. That is when we moved and I switched to different store, and this is one of those old store purchases. I actually tried to sell this parka this winter but wasn't able to. And this is something that I do want to try on because I would like to have a longer but more casual winter jacket. And that is just for practical reasons, because if it is really cold in the winter, I would like to have like a more casual jacket that, you know, covers my butt. But I don't necessarily love this one. I don't hate it either. One thing that I don't like about this one is that the faux fur here comes off this easily. And it's really annoying, but at the same time I don't necessarily even like that, so maybe I shouldn't consider that when I make the decision. I actually think the jacket is more simple without that faux fur, so I like it way better like this. And you know what? I actually think that I like this enough to keep it. For walking my dog, going out with my children, I do need also more casual clothing. Okay, so next I do have 2 short winter jackets, and these are both bought before COVID. When COVID hit, I gained a little bit of weight and then I gained a little bit more with my pregnancies. And I don't want to talk about it too much here on my channel, but I'm kind of slowly trying to lose some of that weight, but these don't fit perfectly. I think I want to keep one of them. I want to have a shorter winter jacket. If it's not too cold, I might get a little bit too hot wearing a longer parka. This one is from H&M and it is what I have been wearing this winter. There's also some makeup there. I think this kind of short but fitted winter jacket is really not in right now, and also I am in the Kibbe system. I am pure natural, or closer to flamboyant natural if you don't believe in pure types. So I just think a more relaxed jacket would probably look better on me, but then again this is something that I would wear mainly for active things in the winter. I really don't know how I feel about the faux fur. It's maybe not my thing nowadays. Let me try the other jacket. I think, you know, I like the color of this one more. In the seasonal color analysis I am warm autumn, but I do still wear a lot of black. But this another jacket is navy blue with hot pink lining and some detail, and this is really not my colors at all. But then on the other hand, this is way better quality. This brand is called Everest, and I think it is like an active wear, athletic, outdoor type of brand. I almost feel that this one feels a little bit hot. I mean, look at that bright pink, that's not my thing at all. I think I'm going to keep the black one. Although this one is not really my style that much either, but I think this one is good enough for what I need it for. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one. Okay, so this next one is a maternity jacket. This one is from brand Mamalicious. We're not planning to have any more children, so I have been trying to sell my maternity wear. Most of my maternity clothes I have been able to sell. There's a couple of tops, like tank tops, and then this one that I have not been able to sell. So maybe I will still try to put this one to a Facebook thrift store group, or then I will just donate this and the remaining tank tops that I do have. But yeah, this one is a warmer mid-season jacket and it was great for pregnancy. But yeah, it's not something I need anymore, so it is a declutter. Okay, I do have here another coat that I bought for pregnancy, although this is not a maternity piece. And I'm sorry, there is dog hair here. This is a black wool coat from H&M. This is something that I bought for like under 5 euros. I think there was some sort of an extra deal that if you bought a jacket that is on sale, you got 50% off more. But I wanted to have a nicer jacket for pregnancies. And yes, I used this during my pregnancies. But this past winter I have not used it. I actually think that this one might work for my body type. So I think this is something that I will keep for now, and maybe I will get back to it next fall and then decide, maybe try to style it. It gathers dog hair, so if I'm going to keep something that gathers dog hair, I really need to like it so that I will remove the dog hair and actually wear the piece. Okay, so this is now the first coat that I did change my mind about. I removed the dog hair and it was so much effort to remove it that I decided I don't want to do it ever again, especially since I don't really love this coat. I mean, it's nice, but I think it's really oversized and it's one of those things that maybe for me as pure natural is a little bit too overwhelming, while it would look awesome on a flamboyant natural. Then I do have here a camel wool coat from H&M. It's not 100% wool by any means, but this is what I have been wearing this winter. It is a longer one. This one I'm going to keep for sure. I don't know if it makes even sense for me to try it on. Well, maybe I will so you can see it, but yeah, I really do like the color of this one. And also I do like that it's a little bit longer and it is quite warm. But I will say, although we do have cold nights still, usually during the daytime it gets warmer already, so around 0 degrees. And for me personally, this jacket or this coat is too warm. So because of that, I think this is something that I'm going to pack away now and then pull it for next winter. But yeah, really do like this coat. Okay, so here is a jacket that I have gotten a lot use out of. This is from H&M and this is something that I bought on a whim from the old store years ago, and it was on sale. I didn't necessarily need it back then, but it ended up being my favorite. This is something that I wear from just a couple of minus Celsius degrees up to 10 plus Celsius degrees, and that kind of weather is what we do have multiple months here in Finland. So fall is like that, also the warmer days in winter, and then early spring is like that. So this is something that I do wear a lot. I think you can see from the surface that I have gotten a lot use out of this one, and also the stitching from the sleeve has started to fall apart. But I do still love this coat. I think from all of my coats this is my favorite and I'm absolutely going to keep it. But I have been trying to keep my eyes open for something similar, maybe in better quality from thrift stores. So now we are already moving to more lightweight jackets. This one is something that I thrifted recently. It is from a brand Soya Concept. Originally it was 30 euros, but it was 50% off. So I ended up paying 15 euros for this one. I was maybe a little bit on a hence about this because this is the size large and typically size medium fits me a little bit better. But I wanted to find kind of like a nice looking, more casual jacket. I just fell in love with the fabric. This is a really nice jacket. Cannot wait to wear it, but because it's such a light color, I don't necessarily want to wear it when it's super muddy outside. But soon enough, I think it will be a great weather to wear this. Okay, these next two coats I have actually thrifted and I'm a little bit on a hence about them. They do have a really similar style. So it is this straight mid-season coat. And I do have it in ivory and I do have it in black. They are from different brands. The ivory one is from Villa and this black one is from Ellos. I'm kinda not sure if they are quite relaxed enough, so let me try them on. Okay, so I will say I don't necessarily love how this looks with a turtleneck. At least I would need to wear a scarf there also. Yeah, I do think that this is nice. This is kind of like office appropriate. And right now I am not working in an office environment, but hopefully I will soon when my studies go on a little bit more. I actually do really like that. Also, I think this color fits me really well. I think I'm going to keep this one, but let me still try on the black. Okay, so here is the black. I actually kind of do like it. It fits really nicely. The thing with the black that I don't necessarily love that much is the fact that the zippers here are really visible and they are in silver. Also, black can be a little bit harsh color, but I just think that I need in my closet these really office appropriate coats. So I actually think that I'm going to keep both of these. I think these fit really nicely and they look kind of stylish. Next is another jacket that I have thrifted. This one is from a brand Seppälä that used to be kind of like a Finnish version of a fast fashion brand. This is something that I bought because I thought I want to have kind of like a nice jacket for if I go out with my dog or if I go to park with my children. And I got to say I do like this. I also do like the color. Also it has a hood, so if it starts raining, you know what, I think I want to keep this. This is another jacket I changed my mind about. Now that I look myself wearing this, it's not at all the style that I want to go for. Also, this one is not as warm as it looks like on camera, so it would only be weather appropriate when it's not too cold, and I think it's quite a short period of time of year that I would get use out of this. And I do have the Soja concept jacket for similar type of occasion, so casual jacket if I still want to look put together, and I prefer that way over this one. So I actually decided that this one is going to be a declutter. Okay, but this next one is a declutter for sure. As you can see, it is super wrinkly. This one is from H&M and I bought it when I was working in the old store. And I'm not somebody who is going to iron or steam my coats. It's not really warm, and when it comes to really lightweight jackets, I do have some other ones. So this one is a declutter. Next, I do have here some activewear clothing for summertime and mid-season. For winter, I did keep the black one that is shorter and then the parka. And for warmer seasons, I do have three. I'm going to keep all of them. All of them do serve a different purpose. So I do have this one that is really lightweight. This one is too cold other than in summer. But in summer towards the night it can get really chilly, and then if I'm walking my dog I need something, and this one is perfect for that. Then I do have this one for a little bit colder seasons, so spring, fall is when I use this one. This is something that I have thrifted like years ago, like 10 years ago probably, and I am still using it and loving it. It's a little bit dirty though. I think I have just put it to storage last fall without washing it, and I got to say I need to be better with taking care of my clothes. Then I do have my rain coat, which I do use only when it is like a full-on rain. Okay, I am embarrassed in how dirty this next one is. This is just kind of like this fluffy jacket. Also H&M bought from the old store. So these fluffy jackets were kind of in back then, and I tried it, didn't like it. But this has turned out to be great for stuff that needs to be done around the house. Yeah, this is one of those ugly but practical pieces that I want to have. Next, I do have here a couple of declutters. There's no point even trying them on because I don't like them. Like this one I bought when I originally started working for H&M, like back in 2016, I think it was, when these were trending. Have tried to sell it at a thrift store, but I think these are kind of out, so I wasn't able to sell it. But yeah, for sure this is something that I need to get rid of. What I have this time decided to do with my clothing is that this year I will still try to sell it. I will have a thrift store table 3 times this year, and if I'm not able to sell something, I'm going to donate it then. But then also this one, it's kind of this mid-season jacket from H&M, also bought from the old store. Okay, so next I have my biker jackets, and I honestly don't know. Part of me still wants to hang on them, but then realistically I don't know if they are something that I will wear, so I will try them on. So I do have this beige biker jacket. This one is from Vila, and it is a really soft and nice material. I actually do really like the color and the material. This is really comfortable. The metal hardware on this jacket is steel, is it? Like if it was in gold, I might like it a little bit more. It kind of bothers me. I used to really love this jacket. I actually had a similar one and lost it. We were going to a different city and stayed at hotel, and somewhere there I lost my old one, and I was so sad that I repurchased. I just think this one is not my style anymore. You know what, I think that I'm going to declutter this one. It's also in really good condition, so I'm sure I can sell it and hopefully someone else will like it better. Then I do have a black biker jacket, and this one is this more straight cut. I actually do like the model of this one more. And I think this one maybe looks just a little bit more classic. But then again, black on me, although I do wear it, it's kind of like a harsh color. And then this one also has silver metal hardware. I used to be a lot into biker jackets. Like on our wedding day, we got married in fall, I did wear a black biker jacket to take the pictures. And anyways, in 2010s, biker jacket was a big part of my style. You know what, I think I need to declutter this, although I'm kinda like want to keep it. Okay, so this is the last jacket I changed my mind about. I really do love this biker jacket and I'm going to keep it. I really like the more straight and classic cut of this one. Also, something that I didn't think about when I did the declutter is that this one works perfectly with skirts and dresses. Okay, so before getting into my denim jackets, I need to address kind of like a whole category of my wardrobe. So in 2010s I used to listen a lot of hardstyle and hardcore music, and I also sometimes went party and listened to music, and it was great. However, that time of my life is over, but during that time I bought some clothing. So this one is from 100% hardcore, and there is no way that I would ever wear this anywhere in my life. I also do have from this and other brands some tank tops and also a waist bag and maybe some other stuff, and I have been holding onto that stuff because it's nostalgic. I have good memories attached to these pieces, but realistically I will never wear them again. It's time for me to let go of these clothes, although I do still like the music. Okay, then I do have 2 denim jackets. So I do have a light blue one, which by the way, light blue is like one of the worst colors ever for me to wear. Then I do have this darker blue, which I think fits a little bit better. This one is also maybe a little bit warmer blue. So I'm at least going to declutter this light blue. It's such a wrong color for me to wear close to my face. And then I'm going to try on this darker one. I'm also kind of sentimentally attached to this. This one is from H&M, but I actually bought this when we were traveling to Greece. And that was the day when we found our rescue dog Hugo. And later that day I went to shop. And this is what I bought. You know what, I actually like this. Not only am I sentimentally attached to this, but I still think that this one, it doesn't look too rough, because that's what denim jackets can sometimes look. Also, I do think this color is nice, and I do want to have a more casual jacket that I could wear for summer. If I'm going somewhere fancy or if I want to be office appropriate, then I can do a blazer. But if I'm going out with my kids I'm not going to wear a blazer, so yes, I'm going to keep this one. I actually do really like this. Then last but not least, I do have here my blazers. First, I do have this one from H&M. I have never worn this because this is too small for me. So this is size 36, and as you can see, it's just way too small. Like, it doesn't close, and even if I lost like 10 kilos, I still don't think if it would fit because I do have wider shoulders. Unfortunately, I will need to declutter this. If it was one size bigger, I don't think it would still fit perfectly right now, but I would probably keep it in hopes that it will fit later, but this is just too small. And I know there is another blazer that doesn't fit. So this one is a really old H&M blazer. This one is also in 36. I do have another black blazer, so this one not going to keep. So these are the blazers that I will keep. Well, maybe I will try them on so that you can see them, but I do have 3 and I actually would like to get more. I would maybe like to get an ivory one and then a lighter, warmer beige one. But these are what I have right now, and actually all of these are thrifted. So this black one is from Misguided. Maybe somewhere in future I would like to invest in more high quality blazers. This next one is a brown color. I actually do really like this. This one is from Gina Tricot. It's maybe a kind of like an autumnal shade, but since I am warm autumn in the seasonal color analysis system, I think it's something that fits me and suits me all year around, especially since it is still a neutral color. And then this is the last one. I know it looks kind of grey, but not super cool grey. This one still has some warmth to it, so I think I can totally wear it. This one is H&M. Okay, so the declutter is done, and these are all of the jackets and coats that are going, and it is 10. And then I counted the ones that I'm going to keep, and it is 17. I think I originally counted to 28, but maybe I was wrong, I don't know. But yeah, that is everything for today. So thank you so much for watching this video and see you on my next one. Bye bye.